fun and way too long. So hopefully I'll just cut a snippet out of there and not bore you with too much of that. We're dealing with the elephant in the room today. It is the Sterling by MusicMan. I can never say that correctly. I just want to say a MusicMan Sterling. If it's on the websites, they call it Sterling by MusicMan, and it's their Asian import. This is one of their early models, the AX20. I think it's, well, I remember seeing the AX20s about the time I got this. So a quick rundown. This was my story of not quite going to jail, but I made a bid. I bought this on eBay, and I try not to buy guitars because you just never know what you're getting. And so I made a real lowball bid. I think it was like $225 years ago, and kind of forgot I made the bid, and I went camping for like a week over at the beach. And then I got back and I had all sorts of, man, did I have nasty emails about non-payment, and things were, really bad things were going to happen. And I just kind of lowballed the bid and thought, man, there's no way, because at the time they were going, when they first came out, I want to say they were like $4.99 or something like that. And so I thought, well, here's one that's supposedly brand new, almost brand new. The guy had won it in a contest, and so I thought, what's the chance of getting it for less than half price? But I did. It's a hardtail bridge. It's got a volume. It's got a tone. And it's got a 5-way selector switch. And I can't, it's hard for me to tell what that 5-way does. On some of the, going back this far, it's probably like a out of phase kind of thing or something. I don't know. I know on some of their newer models, it puts it into the split coil kind of thing, and I couldn't find any information going back. On the new ones I could, on which ones were, it's like 1, 3, 5 was the pickups, bridge, both, and neck, and position 2 and 4 were single coil setups for each pickup. I don't know if it's that way on all of their guitars, but on a couple of the newer, I was looking at an Albert Lee MusicMan, and that's the way it was set up. So we got 4 on top, 2 on the bottom, locking tuners. I mean, I think for this price range, it's pretty nice. The problem is I played a couple of the regular AX20s when they came out, and they were not good. The 2 or 3 I played, I wasn't happy. When I got this one, it really was in new condition. This was a Rockstar energy drink contest, and somebody somewhere won it. And here now, years later, I can see this is probably just a big decal that they put on and then maybe lacquered over or something. I mean, it's very plastic feeling top. But I also see, and I don't remember seeing this, but right where they put the bridge on, where the screws are, it's starting to separate, the decal part starting to separate. I think even though the person claimed they didn't play, and that it's pretty clear that somebody played, because there's some light scratching where there would normally be a pick guard right here, but there's nothing there. The plastic is still on the back. Bolt-on neck, 5 screws there. I'm trying to think what else I can tell you about it. It's a 1.65 inches at the nut width. It's 22 jumbo frets. Yeah, 22. I want to make sure they didn't change their thing. I got this off a Reverb, off of a later version. Oh, and there was actually 2 different versions of the Rockstar. This is the by far cooler one with the skull and the weird flowers. The other one was just a less ornate Rockstar kind of thing. And I actually I'd never noticed one before until I was looking up, trying to get the specs off the internet, and came across this other alternative version. So these are 2 Sterling I think it says A5 Zebra humbuckers, for what that's worth. Oh yeah, here we go. 5-way selector switch, 1 bridge. 2 is the bridge and neck inner coils. Oh, 3 is all coils. 4 is neck parallel, and 5 is just neck. Oh, how interesting. Okay, it does have, and I don't know anything about this, and I couldn't find anything. It does have the typical Sterling, the MusicMan spoke wheel truss rod adjustment. And I don't know what it is you stick down in there to adjust the truss rod. I like that you have access to it. I would always just prefer them up here where I can get to them up on the headstock. But at least being here in the base of the neck, you don't have to take the neck off, so that's cool. There's really nothing much to this. It plays really well. You see what I can do here. Okay, I found a clean amp. It's interesting. Yeah, it's the 5-bolt MusicMan designed neck joint. I don't know what that means. Is that a special neck joint that they use? Quilted maple veneer top. I kind of doubt that. I mean, there may be that underneath it, but to me this looks, I don't know, it looks like some sort of maybe a decal thing. They did a really good job of it, except where it's separating. And I really wanted to just buy the Albert Lee Sterling, but I read reviews that scared me away. Enough reviews that scared me away. If I see some more current reviews that says the quality has gotten way better, then I'll take a look at it. But I just always wanted a real MusicMan, and a couple I played didn't play that well, and a couple I played pretty good, but they're really expensive. So the electronics include 2 Sterling high output Zwei humbuckers, ZWEI, volume and contone, 5-way pickup. Hardtail bridge is string through body for greater sustain, right-handed. It's a well-built guitar with only a few signs of wear. This is some other used one off of Reverb, I think it was. So I think that's, I can't think of that. It's chrome locking tuners, and normally they come with apparently a MusicMan gig bag. I didn't get that. I got some other gig bag. It's not a MusicMan. But there's nothing much to report here. We'll just do a quick chord. Oh, one thing they do here on these tone controls are just the coolest darn things. They appear to be metal, and they put in some sort of little, like a marble quality top on it, but it doesn't really look, you can see that it's acrylic or something, see-through. It looks like a, if you were ever a kid and you heated up marbles and then dropped them in cold water and they kind of created they broke up inside and looked real neat. This looks like something maybe swirly pattern that somebody, if you take a torch and heat up metal, it sometimes makes a bluish swirly looking color on the metal. It really looks neat, and it's just on, and I'm surprised they did that and just didn't leave them. And I don't know if they're all that way or if it was just the Rockstar energy drink. The real joke was I had never had a Rockstar. I bought this years ago. I had never had a Rockstar energy drink, and I thought, I should at least try one. And I went to the little corner store, and they had them 2 for something, and I bought 2 of them. And I thought, well, I should buy the original version, and somebody helped guide me through it, and I bought the original. My God, they were terrible. They were just, And I drank one of them and poured the other one down the sink. But I hear they have new flavors now, so hopefully that's good. I was selling some guitars, so I have price tags on some of them. But anyway, in the bridge, it has a very deep, resonant sound, even in the bridge. And I EQ'd, I used a couple different amps earlier, and it didn't. That's about the closest it's been out of tune. It stays in tune really well. That is position number 2, which is... It's the bridge and neck inner coils. And position number 3 is all coils. Yeah, with the treble wide open, it's pretty kind of muddy there, so that makes sense. And the position number 4, neck parallel. That's interesting. Position 3 all coils just sounds just like number 4. Not quite, but almost. Except in the number 4 position it quiets down, so it's like number 3 is the same with a boost. Very similar sound. And number 5 is the total neck. Well, sounds better than I would have expected. Sometimes you go to the neck, even with the treble wide open, it's just got that muddy sound. I have nothing else to say about this. It's a Sterling by MusicMan locking tuners, couple humbuckers, nothing fancy at all, except it's cool. Except it is so cool. And I'm going to try to actually take a photograph of it and interject that somewhere in the video. See, it's got the skull right there above that bridge pickup, and it's got some flowers, and it's got the Rockstar on the my upper left, and down below it's got even more stuff. So yeah, it's kind of cool. So their giveaway contest, I read I went back and read their rules or whatever it was, and they almost made it sound like they were giving one of these away, and I thought, wow, so did I get the only one off of eBay that the guy's selling? And of course then they show up. There's quite a few of them out there. I have no idea how many, but there's a lot of them out there. So that's it. That's all I got. It's the Sterling by MusicMan Rockstar Energy Drink Guitar. It's actually, I don't know if they put more effort into putting these out and making them or what, but it's actually a decent playing guitar, sounding guitar, and appears to be pretty well made. Certainly as well made as any, like a made in Mexico Strat or something like that. It's in that range. I don't know what the weight is. You see this, it's a small body, right? It's not all that thick. It's pretty thick, but man alive, I gotta lift some weights if I'm gonna play this. It feels like an 8-pounder. It's probably just shy of that. I don't know. But it's cool. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye. Appreciate it. If you want, you can subscribe. Down below, and there's a little bell icon if you want to get notified. And what else? Oh, the reason I wanted one of these, that's why. We'll have to interject that in here somewhere. There's a guy in Europe that used to do Boss. In fact, I think he did a Boss E-band thing. He did some Boss stuff. Alex Hutchings, I don't remember now. And he was hanging out with Guthrie Govan, and I'm not a shredder, but boy, I listened to those two guys, and they sure got my interest up. But I don't have the hands for it. So anyway, so I watched Alex Hutchings, and if you get a chance to watch him on YouTube, I'll try to find a video and provide a link down below. And Hutchings, I'm losing it. I don't remember, but it's been a year since I've watched anything by him. So until we meet again, folks, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and we'll talk to you at a later time. See you on the chats.